Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bridgie. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing well today. Thank you very much for joining me. And if you've not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. It's the red button down there, and if you hit on the bell sign, you get notification every single time I post a video. So today I have a story to share with you, and it's a sad one. But as you know, we share different kinds of stories here, especially stories that we can all learn from. And this happened to a Nigerian couple in the US, and I believe that we all can learn from it because it's about parenting and, the things that parents need to learn or they need to do, especially with young children. The article simply says that this Nigerian couple, they've been charged to court. According to court records, Aremo and Anna Akinoba, 44 and 46 years old, both of them have been charged. So they are parents, and they are both 44 and 46 years respectively. They are saying that they fed their daughter Omera a diet of only French fries for 5 years and did not provide her with any medical treatment, leading to a rash all over her body. Now, these are the allegations against them. They are saying that Omera, which is the child, a 7-year-old child, the couple stopped vaccinating her when she was 2 years old. And in April 12, 2018, she became unresponsive after being ill for several days. And they pronounced her dead, according to Jackson County Sheriff. The father and the mother have been charged. They live in Jacksonville. According to Jacksonville newspaper, it says that a husband and wife are behind bars following a U.S. Navy investigation that said they failed to provide proper care. So that is what we'll call neglect here. To their 7-year-old daughter for most of her young life, leading to 2018 when she passed away. The Naval Criminal Investigation Service warrant for the couple's arrest said lack of medical care for 5 years. And this led to a rash all over her body, plus a diet of only French fries. That I could not understand. Anna and Aremo Akinloba, 44 and 46, they were charged. They've been charged with aggravated manslaughter, and they remain incarcerated. Their bail is $150,000 each. And according to jail records, their arraignment is set for March 3rd. The Navy investigation would not comment on the case out of respect for the investigation process in response to a request by the newspaper. But the Child Services Agency said that Omera became unresponsive while at home after being sick since April 1st, 2018. And the diet was an issue that was brought up as well. The mother said that she ate very little, and otherwise she was acting normal. But in April 11, she seemed lethargic and had no real appetite. Then she started vomiting, and the family prepared for an outing to the zoo. So they kind of put her in bed. I don't know why they left her at home, but they did leave her at home, and they put her in bed and they were watching over her, but she never got better. She was vomiting, and by 6 a.m. her breathing, just deteriorated from there. When they decided to take her to hospital the next day at the Naval Air Station, Jacksonville, they didn't call 911 because they felt it was quicker for them to take her. And when she got to the hospital, this is what they said, that she was dehydrated and her breathing was not regular. They did everything they can, but they could not revive her. But they are saying that the sheriff's office conducted a criminal investigation but they didn't find any evidence suggesting abuse or neglect in the home. But another agency called the First Coast Child Protection Team reviewed the medical files and conduct that was concluded, and the evidence was that the child was neglected by her parents. And they're saying that Omera, the child, only received childhood vaccination in the first 17 months of her life. And the parents said that they noticed a change in behavior and they believe it was due to vaccination. So it's all these anti-vaccine people. And they also self-diagnosed her of having autism, but never sought doctor's diagnosis or any healthcare visits. They started treating her for what they call eczema with over-the-counter lotion. But when they did the post-mortem, it shows that she was having a disease called pellagra, which is caused by low levels of vitamin B3. This is what they are saying. And they were saying that, at her age, she should have been having a diet of about 1,200 calories of nutrients per day, including vitamins, minerals, and French fries was what she was primarily fed. They homeschooled her at home. They didn't enroll her in school. And yeah, that's what happened. And now a GoFundMe fundraiser shows that $10,000 have been raised for the family to pay for her funeral. So yeah, it's a very tough one. It's a very heavy one. It's not something that anybody ever prays for. But I believe that in any situation, whatever the situation, whatever the story is, we can learn from it, especially if it's something that could potentially affect somebody else out there. Now, there are two things that struck me why I want to share this story. It's about the vaccination thing and also about the diet thing. I'm not going to go into any, because I know there are a lot of them all over YouTube, and somehow whenever you talk about vaccine, they always manage to find your video. They will jump on it and start to insult you and abuse you and say all sorts of nonsense. The problem is that I told you guys that in northern Nigeria, a couple of videos that I did ago when we were talking about this corona vaccine, I said in northern Nigeria, I don't care what your beliefs are, whether you believe in vaccine or you don't believe in vaccine, but scientifically it's been proven that there are some vaccines that children need, and if they don't take those vaccines, then things are likely to go wrong with them. And I told you guys a story about what happens until date about polio in northern Nigeria, where anti-vaccine is so high over there that people are so afraid of vaccine. They don't want their children to be vaccinated, and as a result of that, you find a lot of children with disability, unlike the south and the western part of Nigeria. Now, these parents, they live in the United States of America. I don't know. I guess vaccine everywhere in the world is voluntary. They do encourage you to take it. I know that when the baby is born, immediately they will give them BCG. That's the one they give them immediately, which is for I think the day the baby is born, that same day they will just vaccinate them. They give them that BCG. But the other ones, you have to follow up as a parent. Now, if you are anti-vaccine, like, I don't know, maybe this is what these parents are, for them not to vaccinate her, I don't know why. But you're saying that they notice a change in her behavior, which, I don't know, I wasn't there. I can't discredit them. But what I'm saying is that if they are saying that, those vaccines can actually protect the child from some of these things. She got rashes, If a vaccine can protect her, then why don't you give it to your child? Why take the risk? Knowing that children, their immune system is very, very low. Any small thing can the worst can happen. Now, they were also talking about fries. They said that she was on a diet of only fries. I don't know why is that. The only thing that came to my mind when I was reading the story is that the parents were too busy? Maybe the child is not one, because I have had children. I've had, I think, one of my child, and it's Toby that you guys know very well on this channel, is the one that really gave me a lot of headache with feeding when he was a kid. He never ever ate. It was a struggle, but we'll try different things. We encourage him, do everything just to make sure that he eats. But as a parent, I think you have to keep trying. You can't just say, okay, this is the only thing they like, so you're going to give them a diet of only chips. That maybe they don't have milk, or they don't have cereal, they don't have other things that will give them vitamin. Because they said the child had so many deficiency. Vitamin. Don't forget that they said that the child did not take vaccine from when she was, 17 months. So, I really don't know why. But I think it's a learning curve for every one of you out there. If you are one of those people who is too busy, maybe because of your work or whatever, that your child is not your priority, please think it properly, because there's no point bringing children into this world if you are not going to be responsible for them. That's why I like, some Caucasian people. They already know themselves. They know that, having children is not their cup of tea, because they know that they don't have time. They like their freedom. Maybe they are career people. They want to pursue their career. They don't have time for children. They just, they will not have children. But we Africans like to have children even when we know that it's not convenient for us, because we see it as one thing we have to do at some point in our life. But not everybody should be having children. That's the truth. Especially if you know that you are not cut out to be a parent. You don't have the time, you don't have the love, you don't have the patience to bring a child into this world and raise them, because it's not just bringing a baby into this world, it's raising them as well. It's a lot of work. It is very, very demanding. Parenting is not a joke. It is very, especially in this part of the world. Africa is different. You have a lot of help, you have a lot of support. You have people that will, be there for you. But here, you are alone. And that's why a lot of people get depressed. You have a lot of postnatal depression and things like that, because it can be overwhelming. But you are an adult. You can make a choice whether you want to have children or not. If you know you don't want children, don't have them. Because the danger of it is that if you know that you shouldn't be having children and you go and have children and you neglect them, then you can end up in trouble. They are accusing these parents now of neglect. That's what they are accusing them of. And neglect it goes hand in hand with abuse. Neglect has a lot of impact on a child's life. Even if she survived, it has a lot of impact. It damages a child. So let us be very, very mindful of how we raise our children. A lot of people were, talking in the comment section that, no, this cannot be Nigerian parents. Nigerian parents are, they will do everything to make sure their children are alright, especially their Nigerian mothers. But I don't know if this woman is a Nigerian or not. I don't know. They said the name sounds Nigerian, but I don't know if she's actually a Nigerian. The guy definitely, but the woman I don't know. Her name is Anna. But my point is, it is sad what has happened. I wish it didn't happen, because that poor child never ever asked to be born. We as adults are the ones that make the decision to bring children into this world. And what has happened to her is sad. But learn from it. Take care of the children that you bring into this world. Do not neglect them. They are your responsibility. Nobody forced you to give birth to them. So don't make them seem as if they are the ones that, they are the ones that are standing in your way of your progress. They are the ones that are not making you, to grow in your career, or they are the ones that are setting you back, or they are the ones. No, you brought them into this world. So you are responsible for them. And if you know that you don't have what it takes to bring them into this world, please don't. Please don't. Because it can be very, very bad, like it is for this couple now, sadly. I just, I feel really sad with this story. It's not something that you want to really, really care. For adults, yeah, when you hear something like this happen to an adult, it's a bit easier to swallow than a child, because that child is innocent. They didn't ask to be born. They have their own life ahead of them, and this has happened. And it's just robbed them of everything they could have been in life. And it's usually mistakes of the adults in their lives that lead to things like this. May God help us to make the right choices and the right decisions when it comes to parenting. That's all I can say. And I hope that, whatever it is that happened, that the parents, God will see them through. Just going to leave it here today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll speak to you in my next one. I love you.